the thing that makes dreams less interesting is when you don't know like why or for like what reason. Pretty much is like why you're seeing the things that you're seeing, or like for what reason. You know what I'm saying? That's basically like the same thing as why, isn't it? Anyway, I had this interesting dream last night, right? Of like breaking limitations and introspection and the demon mirror. Right, that's how I had to say it because it had to have been what it was. It was like a mirror that had like a mouth at the bottom of it. Um, and that's not where the like dream started at. All right, the dream started basically in some crowded venue type space, right? I think it seemed like an Asian style building, the ones that you see in Tokyo, Japan. I guess, but it was whatever. A lot of people in there, could have been doing this or that, right? And this is the reason, like, this is the thing that kind of upsets me, is because I don't know why I did this next thing right here, and I was compelled to go to like some sort of mirror. Maybe something said something, maybe somebody said something, this, that, or the third, but eventually, I end up entering this mirror world, all right? And everyone knows what beginner's luck is. Inside this mirror's world, first of all, it seemed like it was like some Elden Ring type stuff or Dark Souls of how I entered it, okay? I've never played those games, but I have to fight this entity inside this mirror world, all right? Before we get to that, I recently just started talking to my mother again, type stuff. So it's just like this might have some sort of like significance in here. Not really, who knows? But he was in the dream. All right. Anyway, and I think she helps me like beat this shit or something. Like I don't think so though. Like I can't really remember, because it's beginner's luck. I end up beating it, and I end up being able to like leave this mirror dimension inside of the dream dimension. Okay, but it's through the, like I said, the mouth of the mirror itself, right? As if the mirror consumed me. I can't tell it. I don't know if it was a test or something like that. But like I said, we need to figure out like why and how and for what reason. I think what reason and like why is the same thing, like I said, right? And it could be the fact that you know, you're ready to like mature to see what comes next, right? Some sort of conclusion, right? Something that you actually need to figure out. You know, that's the whole part of inner journeying. Or my creativity is still kind of nice. Maybe that's just what it means. You know what I'm saying? But you know, once you master something, you feel like you can just go back and do it again, right? So that's what happens. I go back into the mirror world and it doesn't play out the same way. Right? Maybe the demon got stronger. Maybe that fight wasn't for me. Okay. Like I said, some people need to face their own battles, so to speak, and maybe you need to know what battle that is so you can actually overcome. You know, overcome the limitation, whatever that might be. So anyway, we don't beat it, right? So God, this time we actually have to try to force a way out, you know. And it's just like, it's not like there's a doorway to open up for you to find for you to magically escape like through the mouth of the demon mirror. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you can already tell I'm mad. That's what it says. It says madness. Maybe I'm going crazy, but it's funny is because as the dream started in the some sort of like building, like I said, with a lot of people in it. Maybe all those people had to like eventually stumble upon this mirror, right? Maybe like it was all centered around this, right? This is what the mirror wanted, so to speak. Because when we escape this mirror, we're not in that place any longer. We're in a wooded area, and only one person was able to escape with me too. And you know, there's some details that are still kind of like just not there. But when I do escape the mirror, right? Of course, when you look behind you, it's not there. It's as if it was never there. But when I look left, there was two people in the wooded area, and like because it's a dream, a mirror falls on them, right? Which basically symbolizes that like the cycle is still gonna keep going. There's still gonna be unresolved issues and all sorts of stuff like that. And you know, maybe takes like a little bit of like, you know, introspection to really like see what's wrong, because you know, mirrors symbolize that, you know, you get the time to reflect and all that stuff. If you ever like know anything about Greek mythology, there's this not 4 mirrors in my room and white walls. So yeah, maybe I am going crazy. But there's this story in Greek narcissist who, you know, can't stop looking at his reflection. You know what I'm saying? That's where the term narcissism comes from. For so we know, you know what I mean? Eventually, I think he either like falls into the water or he just dies by the water, this, that, and the third. But it's just like, for as much people are worried about looking at themselves and trying to perfect themselves, there's still inner demons that they have to fight. Like, obviously, but what is your inner demon that you have to fight? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people come out scathed, right? Maybe they didn't win the battle. But other than that, it's just, I mean, I thought it was an interesting thing, right? Because yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the dream. I wish I could show what it looked like because it looked pretty cool.